when a woman complains about something legitimately offensive, upsetting, harmful, or whatever in this industry. A machine goes into place to absolutely destroy you.
This video by Kate Beckinsale gave me chills when I realised that her story sounded suspiciously similar to a story that was told to me by a Hollywood actress last year. Kate Beckinsale recently shared this harrowing video where she recounted the many times as a woman in the film and TV industry she has been harassed, assaulted, mistreated, disregarded, disrespected, and that on the times when she dared to complain formally or even informally about those things, she was further mistreated. And I'm not going to drop any names. I am sort of related to the film and TV industries and know a lot of people, so I do get to sometimes meet people who are famous and talk to them about like what it's like to work in the industry. And there is an actress who told me last year about a time that after having complained about the conduct by a senior person in a production that she had worked on, she much later found herself shunned and not invited to a social event by the rest of her castmates, even though they were all going. And this eerily echoes something that Kate Beckinsale mentioned, but it gets so much worse. Kate Beckinsale talked about having to work with a constantly drunk cast member who would waste her time and prevent her from going to see her children. She talked about having her body touched in ways she didn't consent to. She observed that there is a certain kind of actor who enjoys being in fight scenes with women so that they have a legitimate excuse to hurt them. And she's also had enough experiences of complaining about it to know that it will never come to anything when you are a woman in the industry, because what happens is exactly what happened to Blake Lively, which is somebody will launch a PR smear campaign against you and try to ruin your image such that all of your claims of mistreatment will be discredited and indeed you may never work again. And I will continue begging you to analyze and change the way that you think about famous women and always be deeply suspicious when you hear about negative stories about them, negative behavior, when you hear that they've been difficult, and even when you hear that they have been awkward or inarticulate in their interviews and promotional materials. Please understand that there is no way for women to win in the film and TV industry. Actresses and performers are exploited for their looks, their resources, their appeal to men, and then they are discarded as soon as they become too old to be appealing anymore. And along that way, no matter how much sex appeal or star power and celebrity they have, they still do not have the power to complain about the abuses that happen to them, and they are still subject to a gender power dynamic which falls in men's favor. This video is not about Blake Lively or Megan Thee Stallion or Amber Heard, but I hope that you are drawing the parallels.